Hello, my name is Jeff. This is Castle Tutelage, your home defense network. I don't know why I continue to get questions on this, on how much I'm making on the YouTube, and it's not going to be a lot of money. This channel has been open for since the summer of 2012, and it took about a year or so before I could even get my first check, because Google will only cut you a check after you're above $100. Right now, if you can see right here, I am doing, this is generally about what I'm doing. It's generally a little bit above $100 a month in general. And that's how I roll. Okay, if you want to have a successful YouTube channel, you cannot do what I do. You cannot just produce one video a week. You need to have 4 to 7 videos a week. You need to have comments. You need to put the thumbnails out there. And my subject matter is not something that people will go out of their way for. People know about the widgets out there. People will want to see the widgets because those are the kind of exciting things. If you go and if you want to have a gun channel, and a successful gun channel, widgets are going to be a part of it. And I have put widget videos out there in the past, but I'm not going to go out there to the range and shoot them and evaluate them and have people send me stuff to evaluate. It's just something that I'm just not interested in. But if you want to have a successful YouTube channel, and I don't consider myself a successful YouTube channel, my sole purpose is getting the software downloaded into your brain for two topics: when self-defense turns into murder, and castle tutelage, defending your house, home invasions, that kind of thing. So let's go over a little bit of things of what I am doing. If you see here, I get a lot of dislikes, and that is probably a lot to do with my style. How I do my videos. It's you and me sitting down like at a bar stool, and I'm not going to have a 3 or 4 minute condensed video. Excuse me. I will cough on my videos sometimes. So my style isn't, and my topic matter isn't going to get you a lot of likes. I mean, there are some channels that will have 100 likes and 100 likes and zero dislikes, because they're not saying anything. They're saying stuff that everybody agrees on. And, making a video that everyone agrees on really devalues what you could really be doing here. Some channels will say, well, I say stuff just to add to the conversation. I don't necessarily agree with it. But then, if you're investing your time into a personality on YouTube, if you're investing, you want to have their knowledge. You want to have what they are saying. Just because they say one thing but they mean another, can you really trust what their opinion is? Excuse me, still sick. The Yankee Marshal, he says he plays a character on YouTube. I don't know if that's still true. I don't watch his videos anymore. It's been about 2 or 3 years, and I will only watch a video if someone sends me something that he's barking about, like his big fat hairy posse. It's a little bit low brow, but he is more successful than I am, because he taps into that character, and his topics, his political topics, he thinks about. He uses those words where it's out of phase just a little bit. So you think he's creating controversy, but he really isn't, because he's just a couple of degrees out of phase from really what the real thing is. And if you look at the comments, the shares, the video playlist, this is amazing to me. I have 300 people out there, 300 videos out there that people are waiting to watch my video at this point. Excuse me. Subscribers, they are what they are. I mean, we can take a little bit of a look at what the subscribers are doing for my channel. And, you know, I lose a lot. You know, if you see here, I've lost 30 because of whatever in the past 28 days, but I've gained 114. I mean, we can go back a little bit, last 90 days, and we can see exactly what I'm doing. I mean, I lose a lot of subscribers. Let's look, 123. You know, I picked up 611, but I lost 123. There are, in the past 90 days, there was 123 people who just didn't like my style or whatever. Something interested them, and then I turn them off for whatever reason that there is. Okay. Well, let's just get into the money aspect. People always talk about the money aspect. Right now, if you look at the money aspect, I'm doing about $5 a day. For the people who do heavily production and they go through getting all this information, you know, $5 a day just isn't going to cut it, especially when you put 3 or 4 hours of work into it. Meaning finding the topic, narrating the topic, note lining the topic, actually doing the video, producing the video, editing the video, and uploading it. A lot of you guys, a lot of the more successful guys out there are going to have 4 or 5 hours into each video. And I used to do that with a different channel way back when, 5, 6 years ago. And you know, I just didn't want to deal with that anymore. So if you look here, this past 30 days, I did $135. Now, people always ask me, you know, what have I gained through the entire, excuse me, the entire life of this account? And hopefully it'll come up here shortly. It's been, I don't know why the graph isn't working. I think it's bugged out again. And if this thing trips out again, I'm just going to end the video here. Yeah, it tripped out again. I don't know why my computer is having a little bit of problem with it, but if you look down, you know, if this was the Lifetime account, this would just be hugging all the way down here for a good 2 years, and then it started to chug up a little bit, where I was actually getting some money for it. But this is a combo. I think my channel has somewhere around 350 videos on it. Other channels have thousands and thousands and thousands of videos out there that are collecting these monies. Oh, I can't wait to get rid of this cold. And that is something that you need to take a look at. You're going to be spending the first 2 years a lot of hours. You're going to get burnt out. And then pull back from it, and then come, you know, it is easy to get burnt out on doing this type of information. It just is. Okay. Is this a graph down here? Yeah, there's a graph down here. See how it just sits on the bottom? You know, sits and then it spikes a little bit. Spikes a little bit. It always spikes around Christmas time. I don't understand why that is. I don't know if Google is puts more into it at that time of year. But if you look at here, my last 12 months have been averaging, you know, basically $100 a month after all this time. So you can kind of see how we can do it. You know, again, and this is the couple of times I've gone through this video a couple of times ago, and started because of this script not going through when I go to the year graph. So I don't remember if it's in this video or the one I've done before. Figure out what you want to do, and you have to do it consistently. Do not do what I do. You're going to have a topic that has more of a grasp on what people want out there. I'm perfectly content where I'm at. Struggling to get those 100+ subscribers a month, hopefully getting to that 5,000 subscriber mark in the next 2 or 3 months would be awesome. I can't believe that my style of giving you information there's 5,000 viewers out there, because, let's face it, I don't see the world like a lot of others see the world. But hopefully the way I see the world, I can express it to you, where certain aspects I feel are going to be more important than what the mainstream person out there thinks that is important. Again, my style of thought is, over penetration. Over penetration is a silly thought, because there are greater tactical scenarios that will help you with the limiting over penetration, is defending a choke point like a hallway door frame or staircase, where you know where the lead is flying. So you're not overly concerned about over penetration, shooting that 12-week-old baby beyond a wall, and not tromping around the home. Because if you're tromping around the home like Elmer Fudd looking for the rabbit, you do not know where the bad guy is, and then you cannot guarantee where that round is traveling. See, for me, there's always a better idea, and it's not just a surface idea on being concerned about over penetration. It is the wisdom behind other tactics. Okay, again, I will just take another thing. Home invasion robberies. A gun is not always the first tool you need. For me, a panic alarm. You hit a button, I have two 110 decibel alarms screaming, blaring out there, and hopefully that is my first contact with the bad guy, where they freak out and they leave. Granted, it's not going to happen to not everyone is going to freak out and leave, but I have a better opportunity pressing that button when an alarm goes off, as a first confrontation to me having my gun out, doesn't matter what gun, and pointing at it and making that the first contact. Okay, so whatever you want to do in life, whatever you want to do with the YouTube channel, that is the best wisdom and education I can give you. Okay, my name is Jeff. This is Castle Tools, your home defense network. I hope this helped.